fragrances. Echoes of distant times and places. A world far away, yet familiar. The vistas of our past. They come together to stimulate the senses and the spirit. At Neot Kedumim. This is the stage setting of the Bible, the hills and valleys of the Holy Land, homeland of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, homeland of Jesus. Neot Kedumim brings their world to life.
It's wonderful that they're trying to bring everything back to what it was in biblical times, and it's beautiful.
It's important to all of us to understand where we came from, our roots.
It makes the Bible live that I've studied all my life.
This is the promised land seen by Moses' scouts. A land of milk and honey, wild goats, flowers and bees. The children of Israel turned it into a land of wheat and barley, a land of grapes and figs, a land of pomegranates, dates, and olives. At Neot Kedumim, we experience the life-giving balance our ancestors struck with their environment. The olive, a source of food and light, its oil so pure that kings and priests were anointed with it. In the luminescent leaves of the olive tree, the people of old saw symbols of light and peace. The trunk of an olive tree inspired Isaiah to foretell the coming of the Messiah. In the land of the Bible, water was more precious than gold. A source of life.
Over here we have an ancient cistern, and at Neot...
Ancient wells were meeting places for Eliezer and Rebekah, for Jacob and Rachel. A cistern became a prison for Joseph. It was by a well that an angel came to Mary.
You read in the Bible, and sometimes you can't really relate in thinking about what it was, so many years ago. And to actually come here and see it and experience for yourself, it's an amazing experience.
Nature shaped the way the people of Israel lived, thought, spoke, and prayed. Where ancient Jewish freedom fighters once roamed, decades of dedicated effort have revived the ecological balance of days gone by, bringing back the natural residents of the Bible. As the seasons go round, the land sings its song. Loss and renewal, plenty and famine. In his wisdom, King Solomon sought to make the Holy Land a lush garden.
It was at this time of year that our ancestors were also sitting in oases and gathering the dates.
The people of old were impressed by nature's gifts. The date palm offered food and inspiration. Its sword-like fronds became a symbol of triumph and welcome. And so they held their palm fronds aloft in celebration as Jesus entered Jerusalem. At Neot Kedumim, the Holy Land tells its story. Each new discovery is a link in the chain of understanding. Olive and wine presses, ritual baths, and threshing floors. The remnants of ancient days let us touch the life of the Bible.
I think it gives you a taste of the ambience, the history.
It sort of conveys what it would be like if you were living here many, thousands of years ago.
Neot Kedumim, reflecting the relationship between man, nature, and God. Sustenance and symbol, sweetness and ceremony. The land yields up its fruits.
This is mentioned in the Song of Songs, the smell, the aroma.
The people of the Holy Land store their harvest in lofty watchtowers. They trample out the vintage. Their traditions unite us all. Winter rains bring hope and rejoicing. The land comes to life in a symphony of colors. We give thanks for the goodness of God's works, breaking bread with the guest and the stranger. We savor the bounty of the land. Tastes and aromas that have lingered for thousands of years.
Well, I'm just learning how alive the Bible is, I knew, but this is just sort of enhancing everything.
We have here the Bible alive and living, and the illustrations speaking to the people.
Neot Kedumim brings us closer to the natural world of the Bible, closer to the roots of faith.
This was all planted with a Bible in one hand and a spade in the other hand.
I expected a totally different country, and it's really like right down to basics, and it's beautiful.
I sense the Spirit of God is in this place.
These are the panoramas of our past. A work of man dedicated to God. Neot Kedumim, a symphony of the Spirit.